The number of ransomware attacks targeting industrial organizations and infrastructure has doubled since the second quarter of 2022, according to Dragos. That's a lot. By the way, I'm Demetrius Malbrough, Cloud Advocate here at Veritas, standing here in TLDR fashion, about to show you why it's super important for you to adhere to the tried and true method of 3-2-1 backup methodology, and to keep 3 copies on 2 different mediums and also 1 offsite. Now, why should you do this? Number 1 is to minimize the risk in your environment and to always make sure you're able to recover just in case ransomware happens to wreak havoc on your environment. So let's say your cybersecurity team, along with your backup team, they've been strategizing and you already have your backup environment set up in such a way that you have data stored on-prem in, let's say, data center 1. You also have another data center, a secondary data center, that you're also storing data in as well. And then let's also say that you are even utilizing the cloud, right? So your backup infrastructure consists of many different backup servers. And of course, the backup server has to write to some type of storage device, whether it's an appliance or some other type of storage as well. And let's say this similar environment is also identical and replicated into your secondary data center as well. And it's also regardless of whatever applications you're running. So you're copying all the data, you're backing up your production workloads, and you're making sure that you're getting good frequent backups based on your RTOs and your RPOs that you have set in your environment. Now, what are some ways that you can minimize the risk even further and also have your security teams working in tandem with your backup teams is adding in, instead of 3-2-1, 3 copies, 2 mediums, and 1 offsite, go ahead and add in immutable storage. So this one means that your backup environment is also going to have some type of immutable storage set up where ransomware and malicious attackers will not be able to encrypt the data and infect the data within your backup environment, giving you multiple copies that you can recover from. So, day-to-day basis, you're backing up your data, replicating it. You have a copy 1 here, copy 2 here, and you also can have that 3rd copy stored on the cloud, AWS, GCP, or even Azure as well, and sending that 3rd copy up into the cloud as well. So now you're really covered just in case the inevitable happens. So making sure that you are taking advantage of things like role-based access control. Also, encryption in flight and encryption at rest. And also, don't forget that it's super critical and smart to have a recovery vault environment. And a recovery vault environment or an independent or isolated recovery environment where the connection has a virtual air gap, that just gives you that added enhancement in order to continue to keep your environment secure. All of these things are super critical for you to consider. Make sure that you work with your cybersecurity team and your backup team to make sure that you have at least these things in place to keep your overall risk tolerance low and to further protect your mission critical data. So please be sure to hit that like button. Also, feel free to subscribe because we will have videos coming out regularly. And I'm Demetrius Malbrough, once again coming at you in TLDR fashion. Thank you.